we are getting any more closer every single minute of the day to the launch of Phantasy Star Online 2 Beta for the Xbox. Some more interesting news have started coming out from the official Twitter account, all about controller support, download information, and some also information about the full launch of the game itself. So if you are interested in any of that new tidbit, do not go anywhere, and make sure you do the like, favorite, subscribe, hit some bell, do what you gotta do, and let's talk about some Phantasy Star, shall we? So, news have officially come out, which we heard little bits about here or there, but never like to any great extent. But it had been officially verified that once you download the game, if you was invited into the beta through the Microsoft Insider program, that once the game is downloaded, you are good. And what I am meaning by this is, of course, if you keep the game downloaded, you do not gotta worry about re-downloading it or having to delete it and whatnot once the actual full release comes out, hopefully in the next month or so. So, along you download the beta, keep it installed, they will do some updates, and you be ready to go day one when the game actually launch. Which is some fantastic news that the beta software is not a separate thing, and you can honestly don't gotta worry about it. If you gotta download it, you good to go for the launch, whenever exactly that might be. Which is a fantastic thing, especially since the beta is fairly big with its, 68 gigs, I believe it was. And honestly, having to download something bigger or download that again would probably not been such a good thing. At least now we know 100% exactly how it's gonna work. But they did talk about some patches happening in between now and the actual launch, so we will see if that's gonna pan out anymore. I'm kind of happy with them just like Pete Millen what it left to the official release. Also kind of got me wondering the content of the beta itself, how much is actually gonna be there, and how long is it gonna take to someone figure out how to get into other content in the game. We will find out and see how that actually work out, but it looked like for the most part, gotta download it, you good to go for the launch of the game. And from download information, we move into something else that is extremely important for PSO2. And of course, that is controller support. Since the game was originally a PC game, and I know a lot of PC gamers out there are very interested in when the PC beta gonna happen. If we don't have exact information on that beta quite yet, but when we do, I will let you know. Subscribe for more Phantasy Star news coming up. We now know that you can indeed just use mouse and keyboard on the Xbox One to play Phantasy Star. So if you a PC gamer when it comes to Phantasy Star JP, or if you just want to get a taste of how the game gonna play on mouse and keyboard, you lucky enough can do that if you have a extra mouse and keyboard floating about that you can hook up to your Xbox One. Personally, I'm gonna be playing with a controller, but it's good to know that we can at least have a keyboard hooked up. If anything, for people like me who want a real keyboard for actual typing, if we do have VoIP communication. If you want more information on VoIP communication, make sure you check out the video here in the cards, and I get wherever I'm taking the logo. We now have that information out there, and like I said, I'm not exactly keen on mouse and keyboard for say, because actually playing Phantasy Star Online 2 JP, control will work perfectly fine, everything fine and dandy. For anyone that is interesting or like the more ease of use, I guess you could say, with mouse and keyboard, you do officially have that option going into the closed beta over this weekend. Honestly, everything that is coming out about Phantasy Star Online beta is some of this stuff doesn't seem like it would be there in the beta, but then again, I get this is the upside of the game being what now, 8 years old, I believe, 8 or 9. So I guess a lot of this stuff is just worked out and ready to go. So I feel like honestly, leading into that beta, I feel like the main thing that's gonna be taken out of that beta is mainly gonna be the dub, because at this point, most of the stuff, and from the way it's sounding with some of the content that's gonna be in the beta, is this is gonna be a probably, hopefully, one of the smoother beta and hopefully experience that we have had in in many years as far as beta is concerned. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't feel like a lot here gonna be tested beyond certain new stuff such as the dub and maybe some translation errors or something of the sorts. And there is a lot of Japanese in the original version, stuff that still haven't even been translated by the fan group who do the JP fan translation stuff. So I am super interested in seeing that, and I'm happy to know that I can link you mouse and keyboard for like typing in menus. So that is pretty much what is happening inside Phantasy Star Online 2 right now, as we are literally, what, a day and a half away from the FBOT beta launch, which just is mind-blowing thinking about we are that close to it. And I get with that, if you guys want to come and hang out with me on the beta, I will be streaming over on twitch.tv/20show. starting around 6:30 p.m. Central Standard. Over there about 30 minutes as we discuss some stuff about PSO as we lead into the beta. And I will be playing it till I pretty much pass out on stream. So if you want to play with me or check out the beta beforehand, if you don't have an FBOT or wasn't able to get in, you can do so over on Twitch. And while you're over there, don't forget to follow if you would like, since I do stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, starting at midnight Central, outside of special occasion stream like this or press event type of stuff. So hopefully you hit that follow over there and do the like, favorite, subscribe here, my dudes. And I will catch you in the next PSO video, which will probably be up tomorrow. So yeah, see you in the comments. Ow! Oh god! Oh god! Get out of! Get out of! Okay. Am I out of ammo? I am totally out of ammo again. Okay. Maybe do